What is up, brother? I just had a major epiphany. Whoa, I hope that's straight. It doesn't look straight to me. But I was sitting there after the run, and this will change your life because I want you to think about someone like Michael Jordan, right? He didn't get the massive contract from Nike before he became massive, before he was the person that would attract the thing, right? And you've heard the song, Be Like Mike. But the reason no one ever lived up to being like Mike is because it wasn't their calling, it wasn't their destination, it wasn't what they were meant for. They were meant to be their own person, they were meant to be their own selves. But what goes wrong, and what I went wrong with for a fucking long time, and it's super bad to do, is constantly compare yourself to others, because every time that you look for the external validation from other people, instead of looking inwardly and becoming the best person you could be at this very second, at this point in time, you get lost. Because you're constantly worried about what they're doing. And I'm not saying don't take inspiration. I'm not saying don't look at other people and what they're doing and be like, damn, I want to do something similar to that. But you have to remember, Reality Transurfing says it, there is infinite possible scenarios for your life to play out. So why would you copy someone else when in this very present moment, the only thing that your subconscious mind knows is right here, right now? And it took me such a long fucking time to conceptualize that and actually understand what that meant. Because in the Bible it says, seek the kingdom and it shall be added onto you, right? You have to seek the best version of yourself, which you already have in you through God, right? You got given a gift, you got given a dream, you got given something that you so desperately want for a reason. It is literally yours, right? It is your goal slide. It is the thing that you want, you desire, not someone else's. Stop looking for the external validation, because I did it for so long and it actually killed me. It killed me in my creative side, because we have a creative side, but when you're constantly comparing, when we constantly look for these other people to show us the way, of course take the inspiration, of course take on mentorships, of course take on learnings, things like that. But what I mean is always use your own creative intuition for what you want. For what you want. There's the question of like, what would you do if you were a millionaire? You do that. Why? Because it shall be added onto you, for you will attract it. That is your calling. That is your thing that you should be doing with your life. You shouldn't be looking at society. You shouldn't be looking at competitors. You shouldn't be looking at anyone else in your niche or whatever it is that you're trying to go for. You should only be looking for what you want, your validation. Because if you literally become the best man that you can be every single solitary motherfucking second of this day in this world, if you sat there and decided, I'm gonna be the best at what I fucking do right now, you will create your own lane. You will create your own path. You will become the best and you will be the best. You have to sit in the feeling of knowing. You have to understand that no one else is gonna do it for you aside from you and the God self within you. Within you. Right, you can sit there and you can look at what other people have done, but all that does is tear your own belief down on what you're doing, on the calling that you have in your mind and in your heart. For the calling is yours. It is yours. Every single person that you look at that's got a big personal brand, that's got a big name, that's got something going for them, I guarantee you there's always something slightly different about them. Sure, there's people out there that copy. Sure, there's people out there that steal ideas from other people. And sure, some of them get a few followers, a few thousand followers, things like that. But the ones that have the true, authentic, real personal brands based on what they truly believe about the world, regardless of how long it takes, regardless of what actually happens, they're the ones that end up with the thing. They're the ones that end up being the best. Right? And I'm a culprit for it sometimes, right? Literally, I watch other people's content, I'm thinking that's a good idea. I'm not saying don't take inspiration, like I said. But what I am saying is that you have your own thought form. God gave you his own willpower within you. Within you. And you have it. But every time we go to seek this validation from other people, every time that we go seek it from outside sources, it taints what we look at as true about the world. And if you believe in something for long enough, just like I guarantee you've joined groups, you've liked football teams, you've liked rugby teams, you've liked whatever it is that you like. You've joined that group because there was a group of people already there. But someone had to first create that. Don't be a follower. Be the person that creates. Be the person that is. Be the person that bees, and I guarantee you it will be added onto you, because you will attract the like-minded people that are too scared to do what you're doing, that are too scared, that are too afraid, that are too fearful, and they watch you for inspiration. They watch you just like you watch other people. But if you become the creator, if you become the man, then I guarantee you others will add on to you. But you have to have the ruthless belief in yourself. You have to have the most conviction that it is you. Right? That is why I stopped watching other people on Instagram. I stopped scrolling on Instagram. Sure, I watch YouTube, things like that, only for educational purposes. But you got to understand is that you have your own pathway. You have the creative side of you in your head, on your right hemisphere of your brain, in your heart through the language of God, the emotion. I promise you, you have to create your own path. You have to be the person that you actually want to be. And that's a hard concept to grasp, but it's that deep calling that just ticks away at you in the back of your head, knowing, maybe I should do that. But you have to adopt the beliefs, because the beliefs is where we have to start. You get the goal, and then you adopt the beliefs of that goal, right? And then the intuition, the actions follow. But the problem is, when we're in this paradigm of copying other people, of stealing other people's ideas, we then start to think, does that actually work? Because you didn't come up with it. You didn't think it. You didn't think, well, that actually will work. Why? Because you don't trust yourself, and you're going and looking at other people for inspiration. For if you just took your own ideas from in your own heart, from in your own mind, and you stuck at it relentlessly every single solitary day, not needing the validation, only thing that mattered was being the person, being the man, right here, right now, because your subconscious mind, all it knows is right here, right now. All it knows is right here, right now. So you can emotionally charge those thoughts with whatever you want to fucking create right here, right now. Everyone says, oh well, it's just another day. No, it's not. No, it's not. You wake up, literally rebirthed again, every single day. And you get the opportunity every single motherfucking day to do what you want to do with your life. No one else is stopping you. It's only the voices in your head, and it's something that I struggled with for a long time. I did the actions, I put in the work, I struggled, long hours, hard work, discipline, till I realized I didn't believe in what I was doing because I took it from someone else. For the longest time, the morning routine that I was doing, the 5-4-5 method that I was doing, I took it from someone else, and I didn't create it, and I didn't believe in it. But I was doing it because I saw someone else do it, and I saw them become successful from it. But what happens when that happens is that you think, well, I didn't come up with this. And you don't really fully believe in it. And when you don't fully believe in it, for that is the only thing matters, because it is always the universe. It is always and will always be the universe. For everything is energy, everything is emotion, energy and motion. And if you're taking the emotion from someone else and their thoughts, their ideas, I'm not saying like don't get inspired. But what I am saying is if you take that inspiration, then you plug in your own thoughts, your own ideas, and you be the person you know you can be, I promise you, everything shall be added on to you. You sow the seeds. You look and you probably see these weird ass fucking people. Weird ass people with big personal brands. You're thinking, what the hell? I was like that as well. And then I realized they're all just making their own brands based on their own beliefs. That's literally it. That's literally it. So you have to understand that you got a gift, you got a calling. It is no one else's but yours. I promise you, if you just fulfill what you want and you become the best version that you can be right now, every single solitary motherfucking second, I promise you, everything will be added onto you. Don't seek the external validation. Just become the best man that you can be right here, right now. And that is my word to you that I will do the exact same damn thing. And if you want help building your dream, desired outcome, there's a link in the description. I love you. Be yourself.